We will be walking through a realistic workflow to build a regulatory intelligence assistant in Domino, and will illustrate how 3 new features streamline the development and iteration process, namely Workspace SSH, NetApp Volumes, and package persistence. Our regulatory intelligence assistant will be assisting compliance and legal teams at an investment bank. It is tasked with helping legal and compliance teams ask and answer questions like summarize MAS circulars related to crypto custody rules in the last 3 months. Since our enterprise has RAG experience, we start off from a template in Domino. Think of it as a blueprint, packed with pre-configured components and best practices from our enterprise. This isn't just a blank slate, it's a head start, letting us leverage existing knowledge and accelerate our path to a production-ready AI system. When we need to chunk, embed, and pass retrieval against the knowledge base to an agent at production scale, we might need a beefy and reproducible environment, even for iteration. Previously, we'd need to switch our environment to a web-based code editor connected to more scalable compute. But with Domino, we can scale into Domino's reproducible and scalable workspaces seamlessly, right from our favorite IDE, by connecting them to a Domino workspace via SSH. This affords us the convenience of working in our favored local AI IDE with its personalized settings and agentic capabilities with all the benefits of Domino workspaces. Additionally, there is no need to generate, rotate, or secure our keys for SSH, which would otherwise impose added inconvenience and security risks. Domino handles all that, presenting only a simple CLI command to specify which workspace to connect to and a standard SSO workflow for authentication and authorization to the user. A rare mix of UX convenience and security best practice. As shown, all we do is paste the SSH string into the VS Code SSH extension with the appropriate user, here being Ubuntu. It then opens a browser window to the workspace to authenticate and authorize. And now we're in the workspace. I can access all of my workspace's files which the template pre-populated for me. Now that we have our workspace connected, let's tackle data ingestion for our application. New filings and compliance interpretations are released every day. A single update from the SEC or FCA can materially change our firm's risk posture. We ingest our regulatory knowledge base each day into volumes backed by ONTAP via a scheduled job in Domino. These volumes can be versioned via snapshotting, which occurs almost instantly. Without this, we would have had to endure ballooning storage with each data snapshot in order to maintain reproducibility for past versions of the knowledge base. But with NetApp Volumes, the data is deduplicated behind the scenes, giving us version control without the bloated storage, ideal for a rapidly updating knowledge base. These can then be used by a pipeline code in our workspace to chunk and embed into our vector database. With first-class versioning, we have full visibility into what was embedded into the vector database at any time. All we need to do is add the appropriate metadata to a given record in the index. We can also easily roll back to a previous snapshot of our knowledge base for complete reproducibility. With our compliance documents ingested into our vector database, we can test various approaches in our RAG application. Thanks to our template, which has provided various components to work with, it is easy for us to build on top of that and add re-ranking of documents for improved answer relevance. To implement re-ranking, we use one from Cohere. As we implement this, it looks like we need to install a library, namely Llama Index Postprocessor Cohere Re-rank, to use the Cohere Re-rank class, which isn't natively available in our workspace's environment. No issues. Domino lets us pip install and go. No container edits and no delays. As you can see, our RAG app works now. We can even turn our changes into a new template, compounding the learning at our enterprise. After a full day of iteration, we shut down our workspace to save on compute. The next morning, we log back in and spin up our workspace. Our compliance application is just where we left it. Packages, configs, all ready to go. Domino has preserved that state from the previous session. Indeed, the Cohere package we installed still exists, and our re-ranking just works. In the past, we would have to ensure that all packages were added to requirements.txt or the Docker file prior to shutdown, and added error-prone imposition. With Domino's package persistence, we can stop and start work without reinstallation rituals or workflow overhead. There's no need to go through the hoops with Dockerfile until we're ready to promote to production. Domino supercharges the GenAI development process with the ability to connect our favorite IDE to a Domino workspace with Workspace SSH, performant and efficient versioning with NetApp Volumes, and quick and seamless iteration via package persistence, all while allowing us to leverage and contribute to the enterprise's best practices and knowledge via templates, our choice of fit-for-purpose agent frameworks, models from our favorite AI provider, and across multiple clusters on-prem and in the cloud.